I'm gonna try to record this video again without coughing. I'm coming down with something, I don't know. Anyway, so this morning I woke up to my phone ringing, and typically when my phone rings, I answer it right away because I want to make, just in case it's the nursing home, because what'll happen is if I miss the call and when I call back, quite often they won't know who called me from the nursing home, so, and I'll never find out what it was about. So I try to like instinctively, impulsively, I answer the phone right away. It's habit, right? So, well, someone woke me up. The phone rang early this morning. I was sleeping, so I woke up and I'm thinking, okay, it's probably the nursing home. I didn't even check the number that was calling, and a woman answered, and she sounded a little confused, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, who is this? And I shouldn't have, but I said, oh, this is, and I gave my name. Now I know that I shouldn't have done that. And she said, you know, oh, I think I have the wrong number, and, you know, whatever. And I said, okay, you know, and it was a weird conversation, though. She was acting really weird, whatever. Later in the day, I was scrolling through the news, and I saw a notice, you know, from you know, warning from the FBI that there are scams going around using AI, where, you know, people, and we already know people can be, you know, their picture can be replicated, their, you know, audio and everything, right? I mean, you know, it can look like they, you know, scammers can make it look like someone is doing something and saying something, just, and they're not, right? It's not that person. So you don't want to give them too many samples of your voice or certain sentences, right? Which unfortunately this morning I did. So then I panicked a little bit, and I was at the nursing home when I read that, but I called the supervisor and I let him know, you know, what had happened this morning. Because, and I already told him that, I didn't explain all of what's going on, but I told him that, you know, cause just for my mom's safety, that, you know, I've been doxxed and things like that. So I just wanted to warn him, you know, and also to make sure that, you know, if he's talking to me, it sounds like me, that he makes sure it's me. Maybe we can meet in person instead, you know, at the nursing home. So that's happening. What else? So I had to get a specific item at the store, and it's, you know, it's nothing major. It's nothing that is in great demand. I'm not going to say what it is, just because I don't want other people to start fucking with me and removing everything from the shelf that I need, that they know that I get. But so I went to one store, and that was the one thing, like, the shelf was stocked with everything. That was the one thing that was not there. Like, that there was one big empty space where that item would have been. So I went to another store, same thing. They knew what I was going to get. They do this. When I left that last store, there was a guy standing waiting for me, and it was not like a big chain store. It was like a little market. It was small, right? Just standing there waiting for me, and I know I've seen him before. I can't quite put my finger on it now, but I know I've seen him before. When I walked out, he looked at me, he texted something, and I looked back at him, and he kind of looked up at me. So yeah. And then, of course, there's now an influx of people taking their camera and just holding it directly out to my face with the camera, their cell phone, with the camera side recording. They're not even hiding it anymore. You know, unfortunately, though, if I were to do the same and to do it right back to them, they would flip it and say that I was the one doing it. So, you know, you don't want to get caught up in a setup either. Yeah, that's what's happening. Later.